What is credit history? Why is it important? Why are people so tensed about building your credit history from the day one after you land in the US? And which type of credit cards is perfect for the students? Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Chandu Kongara. To give you a little context about me, I am documenting my student life through YouTube videos so you can watch my videos before, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. This is the most requested video from the students that will be coming for their masters in the US, that is credit cards. So here I am. Today I'm gonna break down all it for you, like what is credit history, why is it important, why are people so tensed about building your credit history from the day one after you land in the US, and which type of credit cards is perfect for the students. These all questions will be covered in this video. Let's get started. You will be hearing from a lot of people like your relatives and seniors in the university that start building your credit history as soon as you land in the US. But what is credit history? Why is it so important? This is a big question mark for all the students. I will explain it for you. Credit history is essentially a record for how responsibly you borrow the money and repay the money. It's managed by the credit bureaus and it's summarized in the form of credit score, which can range up to 300 to 850. In simple terms, you can say that it's a financial record for your credit activity. What is a good credit score? Anything that ranges from 680 to 720 is considered to be as good, and above that is considered to be at very good and excellent. In the US, credit is monitored by three major bureaus: Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. The only difference that you will notice from all the bureaus is a slight change in the credit score. Why is credit history so important for the students? Your credit score impacts a lot. There are various factors. If you want to rent a good apartment, if you want to take a loan for your car, or if you want to refinance your loan, all of these factors need one thing, that is a good credit score. Your credit score will ensure that you will get lesser interest rates in the future and in the long run, so that you can save a lot of bucks. It also means that you do not tend to be in debt and you pay your bills on time and you don't take a long period to pay your bills. So it is very important to build a good credit score. And okay, you are a student, you land in the US and a little bit skeptical about what credit cards to use, or you will be skeptical about whether to use a credit card or not. It's completely fine to use a debit card in the start and then transition to the credit card, as you will observe in the US that many of the students will be using the credit card for their payments. In the start, I used a debit card for a few weeks and transitioned to a credit card of Zolve. I got a cashback of around $70 for buying a MacBook of which costed around $1,200. You can save a lot of bucks by the cashbacks of the credit cards. What credit cards should you use, especially if you are a student? I will give you a few. One is definitely Zolve. The reason I say Zolve is this was my first credit card when I bought it in India. It is very easier to open the account. You just need a passport and a visa. You don't need an SSN. That's the benefit of this credit card. Also, Zolve gives you up to $10,000 credit limit and it has 1% unlimited cashback for all the transactions that you make. And also there is 5% cashback for 5 brand choices, like if you want to shop on Amazon, Walmart, Stop and Shop. So there are several brands and you can select 5 of them where you will get 5% cashback. And also it's very easier to send money internationally and it's also cheaper as well. One more benefit of the Zolve credit card is you get a signing bonus of $10 if you use a referral link. It is a handy money. It used to be $50 at the start when I came to the US, but now it's reduced to $10. One more credit card that you can get without the use of SSN is a Deserve credit card. You will get a $30 sign up bonus when you use a referral link. I will put all the links in the description. And also a benefit is that you can get a 1% unlimited cashback for every transaction that you make, and also you will get 1 year of Amazon Prime as free. The next card that I will recommend is a Discover card, which is more or less like a Zolve credit card, but the only catch is you need a SSN for getting that card. The signing bonus is $100 if you use a referral link, which is a huge money. And also there is a 0% intro APR that is for 15 months, and after that you will get an APR of around 18 to 27%. And there will be 5% cashback on a quarter basis. There will be several brands present in a quarter, like a 3 months period, and you need to spend on these brands to get a 5% cashback. And also you will get a 1% cashback on daily transaction that you make. The best part about this card is that you will get an unlimited cashback match. Suppose if you are getting $100 cashback at the end of the first year, you will be given additional $100 from Discover. So this is a very good benefit of a Discover card. The next card that I will recommend is a Chase Freedom Unlimited card. If you are a student who is working on campus and have secured a SSN, then this card is for you. You will get a $250 sign up bonus when you spend $500 on transaction for the first 3 months. If you spend it, then you will get a $250 for sure. And then there is a 0% intro APR for the first 12 months, that is 1 year. And you can get a 3% cashback on dining and drugstores, that is the medical stores. And also 1.5% cashback on all the daily expenses. So it's better than all the cards that I mentioned before. But only cash is you need an SSN for it. The biggest bonus of all the cards that I have mentioned is that there is a $0 annual fee, that you don't need to pay any charge for using the card. The next card that I will recommend is my personal favorite, that is the American Express Blue Cash Everyday card. The best benefit of this card is that you can get a $250 sign up bonus when you spend $2,000 in the first 6 months. And it's a huge amount, and you can literally spend it on 1 month groceries. And there is a 0% APR for 15 months, and you get a 3% cashback on groceries, online retail purchases, and even at the gas stations. And apart from this, you can get a 1% cashback on all the daily expenses that you make. And this is the most secure card that I have ever used, and I would recommend you to get it. And it also gives a huge credit limit. An additional card that I want to explain is a Bank of America credit card, which will give you a 3% cashback of $200 when you spend $1,000 in the first 90 days. And you can get a 3% cashback on gas and EV stations, and 2% cashback on groceries, and 1% cashback on the daily expenses, that are the transactions. You don't need an SSN if you are applying for the credit card in person and you already have a Bank of America account. You need an SSN if you are filing it online. Just an additional tip for the students who want to use the credit card: start with a low credit limit, as you will get hang on to it, and then switch to a high credit limit credit card. Always pay your dues on time and in full amounts. Avoid carrying balances, like high balances, and also keep your credit utilization ratio below 30% so that you have your credit score improved. I'm saying this because I have seen a lot of people using a credit card with high limit at the start and spending too much, and carrying a lot of high balances, which has eventually decreased their credit score. If you are a person who don't have any control on their spending habits, like their expenditures and the transaction, then credit card is the worst possible option for you. Credit cards can be an amazing tool if you are using it wisely, but if not, then you will end up using high credit limit and being unable to pay the dues, which will eventually cause you getting higher interest rates and degrading your credit score. And that's it, guys. Comment below if you have any questions, or if you are already using any of these credit cards. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more helpful content like this. See you in the next video.